for our place. When they born pikin, people go come, they go chop, they go drink, they go happy because say the pikin wey dem born na everybody pikin.
So people like us, they don't say we be cause for our mama and papa.
The African child is rooted with deep culture and teachings of traditional norms, history of our cultural heritage, respect for elders, rewards that come with being hardworking even as a child, being a responsible and mannered adult even outside the space of community, and parents taught to appreciate the beauty of nature and show goodness to the people in it.
It seems to us that being an African child, we have to do double of the things our other counterparts in the Western world are doing to get there. If we are to compete favorably, in fact, there's not even room for a favorable competition for the African child and the Western child.
As the time zooms into a new generation, we realize that we have failed as parents, guardians, government, and even community members to provide protection, safety, shelter, food, clothing, good education, good health facility, and most pertinently, tender loving care to this same child we once celebrated at birth.
Poor parenting can be like negligence. Poor parenting can be the inability to understand the uniqueness of each child. Poor parenting can also be lack of time. Poor parenting can be absenteeism. It can be so many things. Poor parenting even can be child witch branding your child as a witch. Poor parenting can even be engaging indirectly in child labor and child abuse.
It is no fault of theirs that fate decides to make some of the children orphans in an early age where they could barely understand the weight that comes with surviving. For some others, they are just too innocent to realize the nonchalant nature and actions of the parents who have brought them into this world.
My greatest challenge is helping them go to school. Also, it would be nice if people would assist because they are orphans. They are always roaming around the streets begging. Some of them come to my store to sleep. So when I see them here, I ask them, who are your parents? And they tell me they have no parents. Seeing them drives me with compassion to rent an apartment to accommodate them, rather than have them roam the street vulnerable.
This is a bitter reality they are faced with, and that has shaped them into strong-hearted beings, flogged and groomed in constant hardship of starvation and deprivation, making them see themselves as demented creatures from the rest of the world. Here is the better side of the story. There's still hope for these precious jewels, a chance and opportunity to give the African child its deserved rights as an individual and citizen of the state.
I would like to say that the government, not only the government, every parent should make sure that every child goes to school, to make it compulsory. Education is compulsory for everybody. That way a child will be trained, will be learned, and the society, of course, will change for the better.
The street child needs love. The street child needs actionable love, not passive love. The kind of love that makes you send a street child to school, take a street child in, find an accommodation for the street child. The kind of love that makes you actually look out for how that child is feeling. The kind of love that makes you not think that every child on the street is a witch or a thief or a hooligan or a nobody or a riffraff or nothing really. That kind of love, that's what the street child needs.
I would love for the government of the state to offer additional support so that they can go to school. Also, the apartment they are accommodated in is quite small, so I would appreciate further assistance in that regard too.
In the words of Nelson Mandela, our children are our most precious treasure. They are our future. Those who mistreat them degrade our society and weaken our nation. It is with this assertion that every child should be treated equally and not neglected to face the hat toucher or struggling for survival on these streets. Every child is born with the purpose of making the world a better place. If we offer to help take a child today off the street and make a home for him, we stand a big chance at saving our dying world for now and generations to come. We must understand that it's not only the obligation of government and non-governmental organizations, NGOs, to take full responsibility of children on the streets, but an obligation to every individual and member of the Commonwealth to help make life better for the African child. Today's African child needs good behavioral mentors and role models in all the spheres of their development. So, let's work towards making ourselves one as we save a child today.